you bring down the running cost. What can be that, how to bring down the running cost? Efficient fuels. Okay. Now, running cost plus, you're talking about efficient fuels. What else these efficient fuels can do? What else these efficient fuels can do? Hmm? Anything else? Not coming up again? Yes, please. Customer comforts, I think, if you see to this mechanism, okay, I think, plus I will add customer comfort. Okay, yes, please. Hmm? Yes. Uh, no, the purpose is we do it by app. We click name details, and once we feed our data, it becomes stored in their data system. And whenever we dial again, yeah, they know everything about us. They will ask only the time, the point, or the source, and the destination where you have to reach. No, that is taken care of by app. This why apps are becoming smarter things. Someone else? No. That becomes okay. Data. Companies are doing it. Companies are doing it, and that is the reason why Facebook acquired WhatsApp. Because people had lost their faith and trust in Facebook, seeing that okay, their data is going to be compromised. And we are sitting on, practically my understanding says, we are sitting on your some kind of privacy bomb or something kind of thing, where the more we use internet, the more we are going to be prone to ethics, this disastrous circumstances in future. What shape, what form it will take, I cannot say right now, but there are things which are anticipated in future. Fine. Let us see what we have done. Let us see what we have done. What we have done is, on one hand, we are talking about reducing the running cost, and another hand, what we have done, two things. By reducing the running cost, is I am bringing down the cost, it comes 6 rupees. And what I am doing is, I am adding those things, this, and I can extract 8 rupees per kilometer. 8 rupees per kilometer. तो यही तो माइकल पोर्टर ने किया है. What new he has done? You know it. There's nothing new which he has done. He has told that value delivery configurations can take two ways. I can deliver unique value to the customers by providing products at an efficient price. I'm talking about efficient price. I'm not saying cheap price. Or I can provide my customers with an offering which provides additional value vis-a-vis customers. And therefore, what he has done is, he talks nothing else, but this is about the cost leadership strategy, and here says about the differentiation strategy. Nothing else. कोई नई चीज नहीं है कहीं भी. Cost leadership and differentiation can be interpreted in our sense also. It's nothing new. That it is not necessary that we go through the Porter's book of competitive advantage, reading all 600 pages, and then we learn there are two mechanisms of value configuration in business. They can be either cost format or differentiation format. Now, one learning becomes clear, and I appreciate the views which have emerged in the class, because had I thought about it alone, I couldn't have come with this number of add-on value configurations to the CAP business. They have come. Still, we can ponder on it, think of it, and we can get more of it. Now, on one hand, what we have seen that, okay, business is what? Business is a value game plan. Whatever we do in business, we do three things in business. One is create. First thing in business, we create unique value. And then, once the value is created, we capture. And once the value is captured, we think of sustaining. So in business, what we are doing, we are creating unique value. We are capturing the unique value which we have created, and then we are sustaining the captured value over long term, so that my competitors cannot provide similar kind of values. Now, these are the three things which we do generally. Now, how you can create value? We have discussed right now. How value can be created? How value can be created? Tell me, there are so many methods. All methods, whatever you do. Customer loyalty program, what does it do? What does it do? Customer loyalty program creates value. The cost of capital, if it is lower, what it does? What it does? Cost of capital, do you understand? Now, if I am able to access capital at a cheaper cost compared to others, what I am doing? We are creating value. If we have skilled manpower, what we are doing? Creating value. If we have excellent decision making capabilities, if we have a robust IT kind of structure, what we are doing? We are creating value. So how can be value created? Value can be created by these three things. Number of things, sorry. But functional areas which you study or read, what are those? HR, marketing, finance, IT, and whatnot. What we are doing, therefore, one important learning comes. They cannot work in isolation. They cannot. Can they work in isolation? If I have to talk about my customer loyalty program, does it require assistance from human resource or not? क्या हम कस्टमर लॉयल्टी प्रोग्राम के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग? अगर हम कस्टमर लॉयल्टी प्रोग्राम स्ट्रक्चर करते हैं तो क्या क्या करते हैं? फिर कस्टमर लॉयल्टी प्रोग्राम में क्या क्या करेंगे हम लोग? व्हाट आर वी एक्सपेक्टेड टू डू? Rewards to the customers, we keep an eye watch, we keep a watch on their satisfaction. To what extent they are satisfied? Are they switching to other company? Or how new customers can be attracted? Or how my existing customers can become influencers to a new customer? Now what we are doing? In fact, I have close relationship between HR My HR will guide the employees to have a closer relationship or understanding with the customers. They will impart those kind of skills and training. Now, HR does what? HR provides skills and training to the marketing people for a better customer loyalty program. Very good. But how come the employees can understand? How come the employees can understand, okay, the speed of decision making, or how they can access data? They can access data if I have a better IT network, if I have a customer database. So what we find is my customer loyalty program in marketing is very closely related to the human respect perspectives, and that human respect perspective is does not away from what? From IT integration. So you see very carefully, then you find out that one action which I am taking, this action generally has repercussions. It vibrates all across various functional areas. So value creation, again another lesson becomes very important, that value creation is not a domain of R&D, it is not domain of production and operation, it is not domain of marketing or HR or IT per se. Then what it is? Then what it is? Try to understand the question. What I am saying कि ये वैल्यू क्रिएशन का जो काम होता है, ये केवल मार्केटिंग वालों का काम नहीं है, ये केवल एचआर वालों का काम नहीं है, केवल फाइनेंस वालों का नहीं है, आईटी वालों का नहीं है, सबका है. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि आप today's manager when they go in the market, or second year students, how many second year students we have in the class? Few of them. So you say, what is your elective? Marketing and finance. Someone else have a elective IT and HR. Someone else might have elective. Now what we do is, we try to confine ourselves in silos. That my area is marketing. I'll look into marketing. But the biggest problem becomes, I am not able to interlock various facets which are there existing for value creation in totality for business. And that is what is required for managers of today. I have to see, as a marketing person, how I am related to the finance discipline, how to the HR discipline. To say you can have one area of elective or specialization, but it does not mean that other areas become inferior or detached in any way to your domain. So value creation is by, second thing what we have talked about is first learning. When we talk about what is the first learning, we have talked about value game plan. What is a business? Business is a value game plan. Second, we have talked about, value configuration mechanism is create, capture and sustain. Third is integrate functional areas. Three key learnings. One is business is a value game plan. Second is businesses, the value configuration can be structured like on three important pillars. One is creating value, another is capturing value, and third becomes sustaining that value. Now with these three, we come for a pause and we try to switch slightly. We try to switch slightly across a different domain of thought. Okay, slightly different domain of thought. Businesses can be classified on two bases. One can be single business firms and multi-business firms. Are we aware as to what we call as single business firm and multi-business firm? मालूम है? What is it? What is it? Single business firm and multi-business firm? What is it? Give me an example. Okay. Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. So, I give you a simple word to explain and express this. If we talk about, we can explain it in form of product, market, configuration, or we can call it as arena. Single business firm means a business entity which is active in one kind of product market configuration only. Multi-business firm means a business which is active in a number of markets in variety of products. Okay, now once we understand this product market configuration and arena, let us come to the question of value again here, because this is what I am going to talk about, and this is what I feel that should be flowing in the bloods of a manager, should think always in these terms. Now, if we talk about multi-business firm, you gave an example. It can be ITC, it can be Tata Sons, it can be General Electric. Now, these type of firms are called as multi-business firms. Multi-business firms, फिर से बता दें, इसका मतलब ये है कि these are the firms जो कई तरह के मार्केट और प्रोडक्ट के कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में रहते हैं. When they are living there, so they also require value creation. And if I talk about a single business firm, say I take example as Infosys, Wipro, something like that. Now these are single business firms. Now question comes to your mind as to how and which level these values can be configured. This can be seen in two perspectives. Say, if I talk about this company, a very common company, which businesses it is into? Okay, it is there in auto, it is there into steel, it is now into aviation, it is there into IT, it is there into IT and whatnot, there are number of things. What we find is, take an example, steel. Example we take as steel. Now, if we talk about this steel, steel in itself is an industry or not? It is an industry, steel industry. What can be the players in the steel industry? Who can be the players in the steel industry? कौन कौन से कंपनीज होती हैं, किस किस तरह की कंपनीज होती हैं स्टील इंडस्ट्री में? Yes, be louder. The maximum you can do is you speak around. That's all. Nothing else. Yes. Huh? Okay, okay. I can call about utensils. Fine. Utensils. Then. Okay, I'll write. You say. Fine. What next? What next? Construction. You say power. No, in an industry, देखो, industry is composed of a number of firms. Every firm does its share of value creating activity. Every firm does its own share of value creating industry activity. What if you see steel industry very carefully, we can draw a chain kind of thing here. We can have a chain kind of thing where I can have power, construction, utensils, steel mining, steel rolling. Now these are all set of industries, firms. What we are saying is steel rolling, steel mining, power generating. Now these are all related industries for power. Someone may ask a question, sir, why you are putting power into it? I'm trying to put power also into it because in steel production, 80% of the cost comes because of the power. What we are doing therefore is we have an industry with a number of players. With a number of players, I take one player at this point. Any player at this point, the player may be, in steel casting, rolling, or anything like that, or he can be a wholesaler of retail. I can say call him as a distributor of retail. Let me take an example. Who is a steel distributor of North India? North India का steel distributor है किसी company का. What happens when he becomes competent? What happens when he becomes strong? क्या होगा जब वो बहुत ताकतवर हो जाएगा, बहुत शक्तिशाली होगा? What can happen? What can happen? Monopoly. He has number of options. He can diversify into south, east, west, or something like that. Can he do this or not? If he becomes stronger, he can diversify into south, east, and west. Or what he can do is, he can move backward in setting up a small steel mill. What he can do is, either he has an option to diversify all across India, then all across geographies, or he has an option to move backward or forward in the value chain. Try to understand things in that spirit which I am telling. I am not going into much details. I am just telling about value concept. That's all. Everything will revolve around the same issue. Now, ability of this distributor to move forward or backward in industry. In industry, will it create some value? Ability of this distributor to move backward or forward in the industry, is it going to create value? Is it creating value or not? How? If say yes, then I say how. What it is doing? What it is doing? This person, the distributor, is procuring steel from a steel manufacturer, and the steel manufacturer is selling the goods with X percentage of margin to him. This steel manufacturer is selling the steel with X% of margin to this distributor. What happens if this distributor moves backward? He will capture this X amount or not? Earlier, which he was paying to the steel manufacturer, it becomes now in his own pocket. What he can do now is, he can keep X minus N percentage with himself, and the remaining, that is R, can be delivered to customer. Very simple fundamental. क्या किया इसने भाई, पहले वो स्टील मैन्युफैक्चरर से स्टील खरीदता था, तो स्टील मैन्युफैक्चरर भी अपना मार्जिन लेता था कि नहीं? मार्जिन मान लीजिए उसने 10% लेता था अपने स्टील मैन्युफैक्चरर। अब क्या किया, जब वो खुद स्टील बनाने लगा तो क्या हुआ, 10% की बचत हुई कि नहीं उसको? अभी हम एजम्पशन लेकर के चल रहे हैं, आप कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल और ये सब चीजों को बात नहीं कर रहे हैं हम लोग, लेकिन हम ये मानते हैं कि ही इज सो कॉम्पिटेंट एंड इफ ही हैज क्रिएटेड हिज ओन स्टील मिल, व्हाट ही इज डूइंग, ही इज गोइंग टू कैनिबलाइज on the 10% margin which was earlier taken by steel manufacturer. अब क्या करेगा, पहले तो उसका अपना मार्जिन खुद था ना, अपना उसका मान लीजिए मार्जिन 8% था। अब स्टील मैन्युफैक्चरर से जो उसने लिया तो वो 10% का एडिशनल बेनिफिट मिला, तो अपना मार्जिन 8% वो रख लेता है, प्लस स्टील बनाने के मार्जिन में से 4% अपने पास रख लेता है, तो 6% बचा। तो 6% क्या करेगा, he can deliver forward to the customers. Are you getting the point or not? So he can deliver forward to the customer, therefore he is placed at a better position vis-a-vis its competitor, because 18% मार्जिन में से अब केवल वो 12% मार्जिन ले रहा है और 6% जो एडिशनल मार्जिन था वो कस्टमर को दे रहा है। और ये मार्जिन का मतलब क्या हुआ, he is selling steel at a lower price to the customer vis-a-vis its competitors. Are we getting the point or not? So what we are doing at industry level, at level of industry हम वैल्यू क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। इंडस्ट्री लेवल पे वैल्यू क्रिएशन को हम किस तरीके से करेंगे, एक्विजिशंस, मर्जर्स, डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, ये सब रास्ते जो हैं ये क्या होते हैं, ये इंडस्ट्री लेवल के गेम प्लान है। What I'm trying to tell is value game plan can exist at industry level, wherein by the activities like mergers, acquisitions, joint ventures, alliances, everything like that, firms can create extra value, unique value, and merely creating that value of extra 6%, if it is not captured and if it is not continuously sustained in future, the firm is going to lose its competitive edge. So it is not only creating 6% value, it is capturing that 6% value and sustaining itself in higher 6% range vis-a-vis its customers. Are we clear on it? So the fourth understanding becomes is what? The value game plan exists at industry level. अब यहां पे एक क्वेश्चन आ गया। Now here a question comes, say that if this person is not strong, this person is strong, not strong, then he has to stay here only. But can he create additional value at this stage? अब क्या है कि हमने पहला assumption लिया था कि वो व्यक्ति जो इंडस्ट्री वैल्यू चेन में एक पोजीशन पे है वो किसी तरह से शक्तिशाली हो गया। शक्तिशाली होने से क्या करा, वो